we've disappeared for a little while, so we may not get too many people.
Yep.
Traffic's nice though.
Yep.
Stop and go.
Yes, yeah, we do have to stop.
Wonderful traffic.
Dad, wonder if you could say on Facebook?
What could you say on Facebook, Richard?
Oh.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Leach. We are stuck in traffic, and we didn't get a chance to do a live last night, so we figured we'd just hop on and see who shows up. We're home from Bunyan, and we're somewhere in Connecticut right now during rush hour, which is an excellent place to be.
Yep.
My co-pilot over here, he said that was the way to go.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mr. Sklarsky, how you doing? Yeah, we got sun, that's for sure. It was very, very warm. Mr. Daigle, Joe Main from South Georgia. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We're stuck in traffic, so figured we'd go live because we missed the Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening live. We didn't get back and start getting packed up, and then we left early. Bill, I'm feeling fine. I'm not sure what the issue was with me. I've got a bunch more tests and stuff coming. They're just waiting for insurance and all that stuff to go through and do what they need to do, and we'll go get the other tests and we'll rule out everything else. But I feel fine. If you have not towed something fairly heavy without a suspended axle behind a pickup truck on a highway with the bridges in New England, give it a try. It's a lot of fun, isn't it, Kevin?
Yep, lots of fun.
Every time we hit a big bump, Kevin goes, we think that the four of us may be coming down with a cold from Kevin. Thank you, Kevin.
I think I got some code.
You didn't?
No.
Lonnie Jones, am I ever coming to Texas? I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll never say never. I know we're going to Oregon in February, so that'll be something new. Vlogger Jason, good to see you, buddy. We are in Connecticut in rush hour traffic, not going very quickly. So Scott McCoyne wants to know if K-Train makes a good co-pilot. If a good co-pilot rests his eyes in every state and never knows where he is, K-Train's an awesome co-pilot. Brent Smith, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We're finally getting moving a little bit again for a minute, but we do this. We move and then we slowly slow down and go back up. Well, we're kind of driving home from work. Kind of.
Yep.
But we'll be back, according to GPS, sometime around 11 p.m. I told them last night when we were packing up, it would be midnight. And they're like, no way, nuh-uh. I think I'm going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
Between traffic and every time we stop, it doesn't matter if we just stop for gas or just stop to pee. Every time we stop, it's a half an hour. So if you stop 6 times on the way home, there's another 3 hours. So it makes a long ride longer, but we've got to get fuel and everybody's got to pee because I don't want them peeing in the truck.
We always have bottles.
The Port King splitter, the new LS 2429 that we were running with the box wedge, that's been sold. It's headed to North Carolina. So that one is not available. If you're looking for one of those splitters, let me know. Lead time right now is probably going to be somewhere around 10 weeks. All the Typhoon stuff, we still have everything in stock. No big deal at all to get any of the Typhoon stuff. We can get that anytime. Hitch, we ordered. So Vlogger Jason asked where we found a hitch. So I'll tell you how cool the Woodhound community is. Port King had this tumbler that they wanted us to bring home and run with the 1820 and make some videos and do some stuff. And I looked at it Saturday at the show, and I was like, uh-oh, we got a problem. It's a pintle hitch, and all I have is my tri-ball with me. So Kevin and I stopped at 6 or 7 different parts stores Sunday morning on the way to the show and came up with a big old goose egg. Got nothing. And I went over to the Timberwolf booth, the Timberwolf Brute Force booth, and saw Matt and Logger Jason, and I said, hey, does anybody have a pintle hitch? Everybody jumped up out of their chair. Everybody ran to their trucks, and they were all willing to give me a hitch out of their truck, and then I could get home. They weren't the right size, and it didn't work, but that just goes to show you how cool everybody is. I had other people looking around. Before it was all said and done, we went to 2 different Rural Kings and a Tractor Supply, and we got enough stuff so that we could build a pintle hitch. And we're pulling the Cord King home. The sun's behind us; you can't see it, but the Woodhound community is pretty incredible that way. So pretty awesome. Yeah, they said Kevin must have stayed in the sun because he didn't get sunburnt like Russ did. Where did you spend most of your time, Kevin?
In the sun.
In the sun. Don't let him lie to you. Kevin did not spend most of his time in the sun. Kevin spent most of his time under the canopy.
And most of the way. Why under the canopy with the sun shining on?
Yeah, he sat right under the canopy with the sun shining on the canopy. Yeah. So he was in the sun. I like that. So they want to know what saw Kevin chose. So Kevin actually wants a Husqvarna 545. I'm going to look and see if the 550 is lighter than the 545. Whichever one is lighter, that's what Kevin's going to get. And that'll be Willey's Firewood's new saw, and that'll be what Kevin learns to run saw with. So stay tuned for that. We'll throw some chaps on them. We might have to shorten them up a little bit. May have to, I don't know if we got chaps short enough for Kevin. I'm not sure how that works. How many of you short guys have chaps, and where'd you get them? I just thought of that. Huh. I didn't even think about that until right now, Kevin.
Yeah,
how are we going to find chaps to fit you?
5'2".
5'2". Man, that's a big one. We'll figure it out.
I'm 5'1".
Richard's 5'1". He's 9 years old. He'll be 10 in a couple of weeks. That'll show you. Kevin is 5'2" and 110 pounds. Hardworking man says get the 3/4 length chaps, Kevin. So we get 3/4 length chaps, they'll be full length for you.
Yep.
Nice. Like it, Heath. What size pants are you?
29, 30.
So he's at 29, 30, and I know at 29, 30.
30 waist and
30 waist, 29 leg, and I know the 30 waist. He's always pulling his pants up, so it could be smaller than the 30 waist.
I don't like it really tight.
They said that you could wear chaps like old men wear pants, really high.
Yep.
Then if you ever tried to get yourself in the stomach, you'd be covered then too.
Yep.
Robert says he's got some chaps that'll fit you, Kevin.
Yep.
So Robert Daigle's up here by us, Jason. If what he has doesn't work for him, I'll let you know and we can go from there. But I want to get Kevin to run a chainsaw. He wants to try to learn, so we'll get him a saw and we'll do some learning and we'll go from there. Logger Jason says he's about the same size as you. I think your legs are a lot longer than Kevin's though. Hey Sherry, how's it going? We're in rush hour traffic, not going very far fast, and we missed our live on Sunday night, so I figured we would pop on here and just chat a little bit about the show and spend some time with you guys on the ride home. We missed a couple of lives last week. We gave up our Wednesday night live because Heath and Rachel got 30,000 subscribers to Hardworking Man, so that's pretty awesome. Congratulations to them. And I told everybody to go see them. And then Sunday night, we didn't get back to the Airbnb until after 8 o'clock. It was closer to 9. And we packed up. We left early this morning at 5:30. And there you go. Oh, no, Robert says he has the 545 saw for you to try, Kevin. So we can try before we buy and make sure that that's exactly what you want. So what do you say to Robert for that?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate that,
yes,
buddy.
Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Heath. That's quite an accomplishment. I saw you and Rachel at the show twice, and I never got over there. So I apologize if I didn't come and say hello and see you guys, but it was busy, and you were busy, and I didn't want to bug anybody. And I know it's not bugging, but at the same point in time, you had quite an entourage around you guys, so I figured I'd just keep on going, and I'd catch you a different time, but I never did. BZ Firewood might help if you wear suspenders. Yes. So suspenders are going to be something that we're going to be working on. So Josh and Janice Leach, that do all of our stickers, are working on some hats for us. We're going to try some embroidered hats and that stuff. And they're also going to try to do some suspenders, the Willey's Firewood suspenders. I do the expensive suspenders. They won't be cheap if you guys want to buy them, but they will work well. There's nothing worse than having to pull your pants up every 2 seconds, that's for sure. So we should have some Willey's Firewood suspenders and Willey's Firewood hats at some point. We'll see how they come out. We'll see what works and looks the best, and then we'll go from there. I do have a large order of Willey's Firewood hoodies that will be getting sent out, if not this week, next week, and we'll have those just in time for fall. So it's busy. We're going to go back and have a bunch of restaurant wood to deliver. I've got some regular firewood to deliver, and I got an awesome score of 2-year-old seasoned hardwood logs. And we're going to move the processor, the tumbler, and the other conveyor over there, and we're going to try to get going with excuse me, with processing those logs. So that'll be good. Yep, they didn't see Jason or Rick either. It is a huge show. It's easy to miss people for sure. I had a bunch of people that follow me on Facebook that don't follow me on YouTube, and they tried to find me and said they couldn't find me. I was one of 2 places most of the show. I did not go very far from either place. I think I stepped away twice for two small little missions, but for the rest of it, we were right there at the booths. So we didn't go far, that's for sure. But the weather was fantastic. It was a little on the hot side, and it was a little dusty, but I'll take hot and dusty over cold and muddy, that's for sure. So Clarence Allwood was right where you came through the ticket, and go from there. Yep, so Hardworking Man found Ryan and TKP. Ted, how you doing? Good to see you. And for those of you that don't know and didn't see, Ryan and I have stepped away from the podcast, and TKP is taking over the podcast. He's going to do that. Ryan and I are far too busy with what we've got going on. We thought we could try to make it work, and we didn't like the idea of Zoom from being way away or anything like that. So we stepped away, and Alan's going to take over. I know he did a bunch of pre-recording at the show, at the Bunyan show, and he'll get all that taken care of. So Wayne said great weather's coming ahead. I saw the weather. We got a little rain coming Wednesday, but we can use the rain, and then it looks like it's going to cool off. So that'll be good firewood weather for sure. It's 80 degrees wherever we are right here in Connecticut, and it's actually cooled off because it was about 85 earlier. Big Rich did not take the camera. So after Friday and Saturday, baking in the sun, Big Rich and my wife hung out at the Airbnb and just chilled. Yep, Heath, I thought the same thing. I wasn't sure about the electric over hydraulic. That birch is smooth. It works really, really well. So works really, really good. There's some more of those bumps of that nice unsuspended rig behind. Go get that corn, Brandon. Don't worry about us. We'll still be here when the corn's done, brother. All right, sounds good, Bill. We can do that. I'm hoping that we can get stuff going. I use the Carhartt, not the button hook suspenders, but the ones with the clips. Those seem to work the best. They're a little more expensive to buy, but they hold much, much, much better. Yep, no, they moved a bunch of people down behind the grinders, Jason. Right where you come through the gate when you check in the morning, they had a bunch of booths down in behind the grinders. So some stuff was moved around and shuffled around a little bit this year, so it was a little bit different. I'm sorry, that sun's right in you guys' eyes, but I can't really change that. Jacqueline Dower, how you doing, buddy? We are headed back. We're still a ways away from home, but we're getting closer every minute. The traffic's actually moving again now, so it's not too bad. So, what was your favorite part, Kevin? Kevin? Just about everything. Boy, his answers are so. He could be a politician, Kevin. What's your favorite part? Everything.
My favorite part was probably
Ooh, Dennis came close to hitting a bear on Route 8. That's not good. Bears don't work very good. Yeah, suspender coming loose and slapping in the face is no. That's why I like these Carhartt ones. They snap on nice and tight. They hold good. And even when I used to wear cutting pants, the saw clips they would hold. So Jacqueline Dower, Kevin has decided that he would like a 545 Husky. We actually found him at Rural King, and Kevin was picking saws up, checking them, and he likes the 545. So Robert Daigle said we can try before we buy because he has a 545 at his place up by us. So we'll get Kevin a saw to try, and if he likes it, we'll go from there. And then, depending on weight-wise, if he likes the 545, I'm going to see 545 or 550. Which one is lighter, and we'll buy that and go from there. So the other thing we were trying to figure out was how do we find chaps to fit Kevin? But we think 3/4 length will do that. So we're making good progress. We're helping each other, and that's what this is all about, is being able to help each other as we go. So yeah, see you, Heath. Appreciate you checking in, buddy. Glad you guys made it back home safe. Just about everybody other than us has made it home safe, so we've still got a ways to go, but we'll be okay. I know the tumbler is going to be really nice in the firewood yard. I've just got to see how we can get the conveyors rigged up to make it work. They had another hydraulic conveyor being fed off of the tumbler at the show, and then our conveyor is going to be gas, so we're going to set it up on top, try to find a way to wiggle it up there. If I've got to pick the legs up, and I don't know, we'll figure something out, but we'll make it work because it's a mini tumbler. So this is only an 8-foot section of tumbler, and they had it hooked to the big 2740 with the 16-way wedge on it. I think it was a 24-way, 16 or 24-way, one of the big wedges. And it got 99% of all the trash out of the firewood with no problem. So it worked really, really good. So I'm excited to get it home and put it behind the 1820 and see what happens. But the 1820's been rented quite a bit lately. So I've got to check the rental schedule when I get back, service it from the last rental, and then hopefully we get to use it for a little bit. But for the last few weeks, the 1820's been busy. And we got to get down to Roberts and process some restaurant wood at Robert's place. So we've got lots to do. John King, how you doing, buddy? Sorry that the sun is in you guys' eyes. You know, see, you can stare at Kevin a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. But I'll tell you right now, dragging this machine home with no suspension all the way from Ohio, even with airbags on the truck and everything else, it's a rough, bumpy ride. You feel every bump in the road, that's for sure. For those of you that showed up a little late, Josh and Janice Leach are working on some embroidered hats or patches that were embroidered on hats, and we're going to be working on the Willey's Firewood suspenders. And I've got a large order of hoodies going out this week or next. So we should have some of that stuff. Not sure. There we go. I put my hand there and block you guys a little bit. But we've got lots of stuff to do when we get back. The show was really good. The Cord King splitter that they came out with, the LS24-29, has been sold. It's headed to North Carolina. When it gets there, some of you guys follow this person on social media, you'll be able to see it. And I'm sure he's going to put it right to work because he's got a tree service business. And he's been chomping for a splitter. He's been trying to buy my all-wood. He's been seeing if there's anything out there that's for sale. And he went from there. Yep, yeah, you feel the bumps with the processor behind a 110 too. I'll tell you, the little 1820, that pulls really nice. Pulls really, really nice. I did see that two-man saw, Dennis. I don't know much about them, so I don't know how to restore it or if it's just wall art or what we do with it. But I love the old stuff like that. I got a couple old chainsaws the other day too, and I've got them in the garage. I don't know if I'm going to try to get them to run or. Where'd your hair go, Kevin?
I don't know.
I looked over and all I saw was Kevin's forehead. Where'd your hair go? Did you get a haircut? No, you just stopped growing it?
Too much love.
Too much love. Oh boy. But ching. For wall art, Dennis, yeah, absolutely. We could hang it up in the Woodhound cave. It's not a man cave, it's a saw cave, I guess. And put it on the wall, throw some stickers on it, clean it up. We'll get it cleaned up, put some stickers on it, it could be another blade of glory. So that'll be kind of cool. I like that idea. I've got a bunch of new stickers. We got a bunch of new people that we met. So Tucker's Timbers, I met Tucker at the Typhoon booth. He came over, him and his dad, and he's got some pretty cool stuff going on. Got a chance to talk to him for a little bit. He's almost at 2,000 subscribers. He said that he's thinking he's going to be somewhere around 50 cord of wood this year. Not bad for a 19-year-old that is still going to college full time too, as far as I know. So he's doing a really good job. Forrest, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We're headed back from Connecticut right now towards Maine. We left Ohio at 5:30 this morning, and there you go. I'll look back through my emails, Dennis, and I'll find you and I'll send you my address. No problem. And when we get it, I'll do something so that we know who it came from and we don't forget who it came from. We'll find some way to mark or do something with it so that we know you sent it.
Yeah.
Yes, Richard.
When are we going to start my YouTube channel?
When are we going to start Big Rich's YouTube channel? Well, that's a good question, but you've got to do some YouTube work with me because Big Rich has some people give him things at the show, and he's also received an early birthday present from Canada, and we'll probably put our birthday present from Canada on and use one of our new tools that we got at the show and do a YouTube video, and we'll see what Rich thinks about it. So some of you guys have noticed I've gotten some new stuff in the wood yard lately, tools, hand tools, things like that we're using or we're trying. I've not found what I think is the perfect tool for picking rounds up in the firewood yard. I like my pickaroon. I like the log hauler from Log Ox, but both of them, once the pile's much over waist high, I don't like having to lift up my shoulder and extend my shoulder up that high. It's hard on my shoulder. So with as much wood as we do, I can't stack just waist high. That's not going to work. So I'm trying to figure out a better way to do it, and we'll see.
What some examples on what I got?
Nope.
I got one of
So,
these hats.
American Country 716 came and found Big Rich. Ed did and gave Rich a hat. And then he also got a hat from Wood for Warriors. They were at the Typhoon booth. And he got some other stuff too, off and on. He's got a hatchet that he bought. And he found out that pocket knives are sharp. He got a new pocket knife.
And I also have a deer cup.
Yes, Forrest. I have the table for the all-wood, and we're going to be using that next week because I've got an idea. And we're going to see if it'll work. I don't know if it'll work the way I want it to, but we're going to try. I'm going to do a bunch.
Somebody else was asking me about the show.